This video is sponsored by PotownStore.com, the best place to get yourself some TCG code cards. They are compatible with TCG Live, and you can of course get everything on the website for 5% off using the coupon code ZapDoesTCG. This video is also sponsored by Cardmarket.com. This is a European platform where you're able to buy and sell cards to people all across Europe. I personally use it every single day, and you can do it as well. And you can use the referral name ZapDoesTCG to help support the channel. This video is also sponsored by YourPlaymat.com. This is a platform where you're able to, of course, create your own custom playmat. They have, of course, capabilities to ship worldwide, and you can get 10% off by clicking the link down below. So definitely check it out. Last but not least is Dragon Shield, the best brand to protect your beautiful cards. You can of course there's links down below for US and European people, and you can of course get your best quality sleeves available, as well as deck boxes and binders. Thanks so much for sticking around with the commercials. I hope you enjoyed today's upload. If you do, be sure to let me know by rocking the hell out of the like button, and let's get this video going. Sup YouTube, it's ZapDoesTCG here, and welcome back to our TCG battle video on my channel. Today we're going to be checking out Zoroark. This deck actually got 4th place in the Deck Out Mondays by Shugdog, so big shout out to the person playing that. Actually very cool to see Zoroark at the end of its lifespan, because every single time a new set comes out, people are hyping up Zoroark with Phantom Transformation, being able to transform into stage 1s from the discard pile. There's so much potential right there, and it never came to fruition, but now getting 4th place in a tournament with over 200 players is actually super nice to be taking a look at. So we're going to be checking out Zoroark today. If you guys are hyped for it, let me know by rocking the hell out of the like button. And as usual, subscribe for more daily Pokemon TCG uploads, as we're going to be transforming Zoroark today into a whole plethora of attackers. So what do we have? We are going to be transforming into this one, the Scovillain, I don't even know how to pronounce this, but it actually slaps 180 if you have that reversal energy onto there. You can slap 180 as a grass type Pokemon, being able to one-shot Charizard EX, Roaring Moon EX as well, so that's cool. Scizor slapping more damage for every ability opponent has in play. The Kleavor with the route being able to slap more damage for every one of the opponent's bench Pokemon. Sometimes you could also go for the Rocky Tackle, but does damage yourself, not that it makes any difference. We have Jolteon as well here from the 151 set, Fighting Lightning Attack, being able to slap 180 if the opponent is an EX or V Pokemon. Very cool. That means you can knock out stuff like Lugia, Palkia, Pokemon that are weak to lightning, like for example Pidgeot EX as well, so that's super cool. There's Gallade with the Buddy Catch, fetching a supporter, but there's Kirlia is also going to be our draw engine, which is good. Mightyena being able to one-shot MEW VMAX, which is awesome. So all these kind of things come together here in a deck like this. Lots of Ionos in here, that's pretty peculiar. Not a lot of discard synergy. The only cards that are discard synergy is like Refinement from Kirlia and Ultra Ball as well. Also 2 copies of Zinnia's Resolve, so that could also be a way you can get those stage 1s in that discard pile. And the last 2 couple of prize cards we take with the Slowbro and the Twilight Inspiration. So let's see if we can win some games with the Zoroark toolbox today. Hopefully you guys are in the mood for some fun gameplay, and I wonder if Zoroark is gonna be consistent. I think this deck wants to be going second, so you can go for the Hisuian Basculin, setting your board up instantly. You can also go first. Depends on the matchup, to be honest, but I think going second is better for this deck, because sometimes you do tend to brick here. And I was testing this deck as well a little bit, but I put it down to the wayside, because in my opinion the deck is just a pile, and if people know how to play against it. Also Lost City was super hyped up when I was testing out Zoroark. I think I was testing Zoroark for Worlds in Japan as well, but it never came to fruition. I did have it sleeved up, so there was that. And let's see here what's gonna happen today on the rank ladder, as we both get mulligan parties. Again, another mulligan, so not a lot of basics it seems. So we're up against Tina, Giratina VSTAR. That's actually a Lost Box deck, and I don't know if the Lost Box deck is that good for Zoroark. You can of course swing with the Scizor for ridiculous amounts of damage. And there's Jirachi to protect yourself, so at least there is that. Let's see here. I don't have an energy currently, but we have Super Rod, so I think I'll lead off with... Yeah, probably gonna get spit on, to be honest. I'll lead off with a Jirachi. We have Zorua. I wish we will draw into an energy so we can attach Retreat. Go for that fantastic Basculin. And yeah, we are happening to go first, which is not too bad. We're gonna get rid of these. We will set ourselves up. Yeah, we can get the Basculin off, but we don't have an energy quite yet. I think I'll just start off with a Ralts. We could also get a Scyther set up. Doesn't need that much to get going. I think I'll currently go with this. We don't even have a supporter as well. So it all looks pretty grim for me. I'll go with this. Slap down the Zorua. I'm not feeling too certain about this. Yeah, we can still super raw, so whatever we top deck, we can get the refinement situation going. Maybe we top deck Iono, maybe a Bruno, you never know. We have Zoroark, but I don't think Zoroark is great against Giratina. Giratina does have a lot of capabilities here, so we are just testing this deck. I don't expect too much from the Zoroark deck, but if we can get one dub today, that would be fantastic. So we have capabilities to get out refinement, which is great. We can also, like, if we have the Zoroark transform into the Scizor already. Scizor are actually pretty good in this scenario. And they're just getting out a bunch of Tinas here. They're getting rid of Path, Comfeys. I wonder if they're gonna get the first turn Cramorant Spit off. That would be great. That means we can instantly transform into Zoroark and then see how we go from there. We currently do not have energies. They're probably gonna go for Abyss Seeking here because yeah, our Jirachi is still stuck in the active position, which is kind of horrendous. We do have the Miriam to get Pokemon back. We do have an additional supporter to get some stuff back. But up against the Giratina, I don't know. They're also super cleverly not slapping down a lot of Pokemon with abilities, so Scizor is also not going to be doing too much here. But as soon as we're behind, we can get some big attackers going. So we have Kirlia. I think in this scenario, it is better for us to get rid of the Zoroark because we do have Super Rod in hand. Just setting stuff up is better. Okay, double turbo. I think I'll just go with Ultra Ball. I know this seems pretty bad, but I'll get my Hisuian Basculin up and ready to go. And I will attach here. I will retreat and get my Hisuian Basculin all up and ready to go with Gather the Crew, getting 2 more basic Pokemon, and that's going to be a Ralts and it's going to be Zorua. Can also get the Scizor thrown up here, but I don't feel like it's going to be that good in this matchup. The Scizor, I currently we're only slapping 60. I think it's better to just use our Zoroarks. There is still access to Miriam and an additional Super Rod, and we do have Counter Catcher as well. So we have an entire board set up. We have no cards in hand. They could potentially boss. Nah, they currently are only at 4 cards in that lost zone, so no more. They could spit with Cramorant, but then they're activating us attacking from behind, which is super good. We currently could promote Kirlia, then have a reversal going around. The Zoroarks will be really useful here. They're having 2 Pokegears, and they're whiffing both of them. What is going on? Only 1 colorless played so far. They're gonna have to probably go for Abyss Seeking once more. Gives us a lot of time to set ourselves up. They can shred, knock out everything. We're not playing the Sea Titan, which actually can slap like lots of damage and does have a reasonable amount of hit points. I think it was having 180 HP if I'm not mistaken, or was it 160? Okay, Greninja, another Pokemon with an ability, which means Scizor currently slaps 110. We don't have a switch out, so we do have our setup, but that's where the fun stops. Jirachi also protecting us from the Sable shenanigans, which is great. And as long as we are not ahead in the prize race, their counter catchers do not work, which is super great. So we will have to top deck, maybe find the supporter, which would be a lot of ideal. We could top deck Gallade, and then Gallade could find Buddy Catch to get herself into the game, I suppose. And the opponents keeps on using Abyss Seeking, so I don't even know if we were going to be able to win this game. But they're cleverly not slapping down a lot of Comfeys. They also throw them in the Lost Zone right here. Alright, it's a Counter Catcher. Pains me to refinement on a Counter Catcher, but it is what it is. Okay, this is actually a pretty great card. 3 evolution Pokemon straight from the deck. And we are gonna go for a Refinement Party, Gallade as well. And we probably need to discard. Yeah, if we go into Zoroark, they're not able to. Like, Jolteon is great. Do we have any other attackers that are great here? Currently, the Discard PAL. Nah. Currently not. So Zoroark is not going to be able to do anything. I think a Pokemon that could dish out a reasonable amount of damage is going to be Scizor here. Fast Scizor currently, or just the 150 from the Kleavor, whether it's DTE or... Yeah, we don't actually have DTE. Yeah, maybe the Kleavor is not the brightest idea here, but it's fine. We will draw more cards eventually. Refinement, the Kleavor goes away. Okay, we have Zoroark. We can already transform into a Zoroark. We already got a supporter, but I'll wait. I'll just wait until he actually starts knocking something out. We are in a great position currently. We have Refinement again. Can get that Scizor in that discard pile. Can evolve into Zoroark. And with the metal energies in our deck, we can do a lot of stuff. They probably just need to evolve into Giratina VSTAR, or actually just go for Shred, but currently sitting at 2 abilities. 2 abilities. That means Scizor is only slapping 110, which is an awkward number. Can also start swinging with Gallade, our supporter searching Pokemon. Because if we have a reversal energy, we can start swinging with Gallade, saving the energy as well. More Abyss Seeking, what's going on? Is this classic Tina? You're just leaving our Basculin stuck here. Okay. We can definitely draw ourselves into the game currently. We just gonna have to swing. Metal energy is here. So Refinement, getting rid of the Scizor, which we can transform into. There's a Bruno and a Zinnia's Resolve as well. That's kind of crazy. We could get the Gallade off already. I'll try to just get that Zinnia attack off because, yo, we have a reversal right here. Zinnia's not going to be too... Maybe I should have saved the Bruno right there. Zinnia currently is not the one we need. We can get Gallade off to draw more cards, but currently, if they're not planning to attack, they need to attack currently, right? They're like at so many things currently. I think I'll just attach onto the Basculin. We can then retreat it. At one point they will need to swing, right? Yeah, I'll just put a Metal Energy here, and then next turn we can swing with the Gallade that we currently have in hand. So I'll just pass the turn here. That's fine. We can start swinging with Zoroark. I think I'll maybe swing with Gallade because going to down to like 3 prize cards for the Roxanne turn is going to be pretty unheard of. We're also going to have 160 HP. Not that it matters when they go for Shred. We can also try and deck them out. If we never take prize cards, they have 19 cards in the deck. They do have Super Rods and all that good stuff. Where are the Mirage Gates? That's the question you need to ask yourself. And is it going to be worth it? There's the Mirage Gate. Our Basculin will now go down. I did attach it because I don't know what the opponent was thinking. They clearly are doing a lot of weird stuff. I think Zoroark can transform into Scizor 110, which is not like they're going to go for 90-90. Okay. Taking down our Zoruas. Time and time again. Okay, that's what they were aiming for. They're gonna have to waste a lot of resources for that. Second Mirage Gate going down. And they will take 2 prize cards here. I would have been strange that they have not taken any prize cards by this time. And yeah, they will not be behind in prize cards. So we just need to worry about the fact that we need to recover Jirachi. So we are in a board position where we can Slowbro them. Yeah. Zoroark can transform into a Route. 30-30-30 is 100. Still not the number we need. 2 Scizors in our discard pile. There's a Cramorant as well. Trying to respond. They're gonna have to like respond with the Giratina right there. And with 2 Mirage Gates down the drain and the Super Rod, that's gonna be pretty interesting to see how it goes. Okay, they're gonna boss up a Kirlia. Try and trap this. Not that it makes any difference though. Because we do have access, and they are now wasting a boss's orders as well, which means our Jirachi is a little bit more safe. That's cool. Don't mind this. We're gonna have to uptrade on that and then use the Slowbro strategy. Goodbye, Zorua. We do have another Zorua in hand, so I don't mind too much here. And we're gonna save that reversal energy as well. We're gonna play from behind. Pretty much. Okay, there's a level ball. Is there a Pokemon we can discard with that level ball? I currently should check. Level ball. There's a Manaphy. A little bit late to the party, I suppose. Another Pokemon with an ability. So Scizor is actually doing miracles, which is nice. But getting out Zoruas. They could use Ninja once again, right? They have Super Rod. Maybe it's better to get the Manaphy up. Play. But then we can have like difficulty. I think I'll go for the Manaphy here. I don't want this happening again if they go for that strategy. And I will also... We will play from behind, so it's not bad giving up on a Metal Energy since we do have Super Rod. Refinement Party. We are going to slap down Manaphy. We are going to slap down Zorua. We will... we have the Miriam as well, which is great. I think I'll go for Refinement. Get rid of the Stadium here. Just draw as much as I can. There's Counter Catcher. With Greninja immobilized because Manaphy is around and they have to Mirage Gate onto it again, that's actually pretty tricky. We can already start swinging, but I'll save it for later. We do have the Counter Catcher, so evolving into Gallade, then we're gonna use Miriam to get all the Gallade shenanigans back. So for now, Buddy Catch. We do have a Raihan. A Raihan could help. We can also Iono them, by the way. But I want to like... save that for later. Raihan could get any piece we want. Do we actually want any piece? Finding another reversal energy is probably not going to be necessary. Maybe just taking the Iono already. And then going for the reversal energy here. Yeah. And I technically could already start swinging with an Iono here. Maybe I should have waited with that, yeah, shenanigans. I think Level Ball, do I need anything with Level Ball? I think I'll just Iono the opponent with like so many cards in hand. Maybe they're brick. They have only 4 cards. They need like Mirage Gate to do like anything against us. So Iono coming down. Not too bad of a hand, I might add. Level Ball could also reshuffle the deck. I don't think they're going to be shuffling our deck again. I'll take a Zorua. Or maybe a Scyther. Attacking with a Scyther is actually not bad, but... yeah. Here we go with the Swirling Slice, knocking out Greninja. We do have Manaphy as protection, and I will put the reversal on the other Kirlia because we have another reversal, so the Gallade can swing once again. We have the Counter Catcher in deck as well. Another Iono here, so Grammar's not going to be doing too much. We have Manaphy, we have Jirachi. They've already wasted Boss, they've already wasted Counter Catcher. No, did I am wrong? No, they have Counter Catcher, but they will never be behind. That's the thing behind this. Okay, they have Mirage Gate. Setting up the Giratina right there. So we need to go down to like, if the opponent can go down to 1 prize card, that would be great. Then we can Slowbro our way to victory. I should check, I think the Slowbro, yeah, the Slowbro is already in the discard pile, which is great. Great news for us. Which Pokemon can deal the most damage? Currently sitting at only 2 abilities once again. I think 150. 150 from the Kleavor is not too bad. Sableye. Not gonna do too much here. That's their last, one of their last Mirage Gates, I would say. 3 Mirage Gates in their discard pile. Yeah, what now? Do they have enough energies? 2 energies on the active, 4 energies in the discard pile. They have another Mirage Gate. That's the last Mirage Gate, folks. Woof. The last Mirage Gate. We can go with this as well. That is the hot, super spicy breath. 180 damage, which is actually super great to swing onto them. Well, we are weak to 110 damage output though. They could still retreat with that. Maybe it's better, instead of going for the 180, it's just to swing with a Scizor, right? We can Raihan. Or Iono again. Maybe they don't have a switch out. Yeah, Yeah, they do have a switch out. Sableye is not working. They can Sableye on the active, I suppose, but not with Jirachi here. I don't know why they're gonna swing with the Sableye on the active currently. Maybe they think we don't have another reversal, but we do. Giratina VSTAR. Okay. 3 cards in hand. There's the Lost Mine. It's gonna be on the active. Yeah, 100 and... We can already transform Zoroark, by the way. So we save that reversal. There's also a Metal Energy right there. Yeah. So many reversals to go around. Buddy Catch. Can get ourselves Miriam, which is a support I really love using currently. Miriam can get us back the Zoroark shenanigans, as well as Scizors, I suppose. Also, I need it for the Gallade once more, so I will wait with the Miriam there. Refinements. Get rid of this. We can already transform. Otherwise, we just lose the reversal energy. That's the problem, right? So we go with this. We do have Super Rod and all that good stuff. I think I will transform. We will go equal in price trade, and then they will knock us out again. So I think the best plan of action, we'll have two abilities. That's not a lot. 2 abilities is not a lot. That's only 100. Oh, 2 abilities is 110. 110 is still enough. I will transform. Transform into a Scizor. You can save some stuff later. And then go for... there's currently so many cards in the discard pile. We do have that Miriam, but they will not be able to like Roxanne currently. So it's going to be Swirling Swallow Ice. And we retain that energy because their energy gets removed as soon as you get knocked out. Actually, if you transform. Another reversal to work with, so... Interesting scenario. Also want to save Super Rod and Artisan for Jirachi. So we are equal in price trade. The only thing we need to do is knock out Giratina V or Giratina V-Star and then wait until they go down to 1 prize card to go with the Slowbro. Okay, 5 energies in their discard pile, 4 Mirage Gates used, so what's it gonna be? I know Gallade is getting knocked out, but then we can use Gallade once more. But I think it's gonna be pretty tricky to find reversal because we can technically still get Iono or Roxanne. Very spicy game here. So Jirachi really helping out because in the past, like if you were playing Zoroark, you say like, oh, I instantly lose to lost boxes, but now with Jirachi you do have a fighting chance. And they promote Giratina V. Probably gonna go for that escape rope or something. Or maybe they left the building, realizing that we have counter catcher still, like 2-shot Giratina and then just Slowbro. Because I don't see them, like they need to like, I don't know how many bosses they're playing, maybe they're playing 2 bosses, but I don't see them getting back here. They can still pass because currently we are stuck with Gallade. Yeah, they need to like, they can only Sableye the active, so this is a weird situation to be in. We can attach to the Gallade and start manually retreating to give a slap, but I think the opponent left the building. Even though we were playing like pretty good, or equal in price trade. Yeah, that's what I figured out, so we still have Ionos. I think I'll just attach and pass. Yeah, we still have Ionos left, but I'll just pass here. Yeah, I'll just use Buddy Catch to check real quick if there's more energies in our deck. More Iono, we don't need this. Yeah, there's Earthen Vessel, alright. Sure, we're gonna go on the offensive, we just end the turn here. Are they not gonna swing damage? We can slap 110 with the Scizor, do it again, and wait until infinity. We would need... We can use Miriam. Miriam can get back Pokemon from the... We also draw 3 cards. Okay, now they're switching out. and using a Colress. So I don't know what their game plan was with that scenario. Promote Scizor, slap Scizor, counter catch Comfy, go down to like, and take our last couple of prize cards like that. They can still have a Balsasaurus, which is like the tricky part. And we only have one counter catcher, so we're gonna have to make it work. Yeah. Spit innocently. Do they have enough switch outs left? That's something I wonder here. One jet. Yeah, they still have lots of jets, right? Yeah. Okay. Scizor time, I guess. Slapping down Zorua. We're gonna have to play down Miriam right now. Getting back Gallade. Zoroark. Another Zorua. Make sure we do draw into these. Let's go. Alright, so Super Rod could also work here and there. There's refinements, trying to like, I'll wait because I don't want to draw into Zoroark currently. We do have lots of reversals in hand, which is bad. Yeah, it's gonna have to be punishing Scizors. Boom. And because they're all out of like Mirage Gates and stuff, how did he deal with the Scizor here? How are they dealing with the Scizor? They could still Roxana's, but we have Kirlia, which is great. So they would, and they can also not Counter Catcher and Roxana's at the same time. They KO Scizor, that's for sure. We need to find, we can Raihan Counter Catcher. Or we just need to knock out Comfy and just wait it out. Slap down Zorua and go with that. Because at one point, they will deck out. Unless they Roxanne. But they have, if they Roxanne, we get less cards than them. So that's kind of a crazy thing. I know we have Counter Catcher. We need to knock out Comfy and then take our last two prize cards with Slowbro. With the reversal energy. And we still have an Iono as well, so, and a Super Rod, so I think either they deck out or they fall in the trap of the... Yeah, we need to save our Super Rod for Jirachi, by the way. Because if Jirachi is gone, they can Sprinkle, which is bad. Look at that. 4 Mirage Gates played, 8 energies total in play. Including this one in the Law Zone is 9. Our board position does look pretty weird. I had to slap down Manaphy because I didn't trust, but now with the opponent no longer having access to Greninja, I think we're good. Because Mirage Gate is gone, so Greninja is never a threat. Even if they Super Rod it, it's never gonna be a threat. 5 cards left in their deck, and they're probably having 2 Roxannes as well. But if they Roxanne, they draw more cards than us, so that's not gonna help for the deck out strategy. 2 switch outs played. Not a lot of switch outs played, like 3 in total, and then 1 jet. Scizor can still, it can still only slap 60 damage, so they can no longer slap down Cramorant because otherwise Scizor can take over. They need to swing with the Tina now. The Tina VSTAR, might I add, so they have to like Star Requiem. But then we strike with Gallade and prepare Zoroark. Yeah, they're not doing anything. Yeah, if they are not doing anything, we did draw into the Counter Catcher, which is pretty interesting. Yeah, we probably would need Gallade. We probably would need Gallade. Or already a Zoroark at least. Let's see here. I'll use Zinnia's Resolve. I don't need these 2 anymore, so I will draw a couple of cards. There is already a Zoroark here. They could try and boss that. They could, but we have enough. Enough to go around. 8 cards, 9 cards. We have so many cards in hand, so I don't mind like making ourselves brick a little bit less. No metal energy, but I'll just wait. We can transform and wait. Or just attach already here. Start swinging with something. I'll just wait. We can also Ultra Ball to fetch Gallade already. If they go with Gallade, that's pretty interesting. Yeah. I have to wait. Just wait the game out. Not gonna do anything that doesn't need to be done. I could have actually got out the Gallade there. Because I think they're waiting for something like a Balsazorders. Maybe Balsazorders is prize. They only have 4 cards left in deck. I expect them to Roxannas. That's why I kept the Kirlia around. I also didn't want to like... we could... The punishing scissors was like 60. If we use Super Rod, but we need to save Super Rod for random Balsazorders on Jirachi. What a crazy game! This is a very long game as well. Yeah, we're not behind anymore, so... There's also an energy stuck on the Basculin, which is kind of annoying. 7 cards in deck, a lot of cards in hand. Are just gonna pass it out? Is the opponent really gonna pass it out? Yeah, they just can see, they see the writings on the wall because they probably have a boss prize and we can Slowbro them out of existence. Which is the best way to go about this. So yeah, Lostina does seem very scary when you're up against. Definitely because they're going to be ahead in the price race. But you don't mind too much with a deck like this being behind in the price trade. Because of the fact that reversal energy is just so key. The cool thing is that a couple of your attackers, Gallade and all that good stuff, have more HP than the typical 110 that the opponent spits on. Okay. You want to be seeing you don't actually want to be seeing lost box decks because they're typically fast with Cramorant spits. You want to be, let's just give us something unique like MEW Max DTE because like Judge Path is not affecting us. We're not playing any Pokemon with rule boxes that have abilities. So no Luminion for instance or Squawkabilly. I do think Squawkabilly could be a nice addition to the Zoroark deck if you do have a slower start. And as mentioned, you want to be going mostly second with the deck. So you can get that Basculin. We can go first again. Why does everyone want to go second here? What is this? Okay, let's see. We have Ralts, we have Zorua, and we have Artisan. It's actually not too bad. I'll start off with Ralts. I'll attach her. There's only one Manaphy here, so that's kind of great. Mara, Jirachi already. Artisan. I will definitely use it to get Basculin because I'm planning on attaching, retreating, and do gather the crew here. I will gather the crew. It's gonna be awesome. I already attach here. I don't know what I'm up against, but it's probably gonna get spit on. So I'll just attach. Still not retreating. Currently, we could slap down Jirachi as a sacrificial pawn. I don't know what's gonna be attacking on the first turn of the game, but if we give up Zorua, we still use Gather the Crew regardless. I don't know. I'll just wait it out. I don't mind getting from our Zoroark to get knocked out here because there's no Pokemon in my discard pile quite yet. We did slap down Artisan, so we're helping the opponent. Could still be Charizard Pidgeot. We're gonna retreat, we're gonna gather the crew, and we're gonna go with that. We need that random grass Pokemon from the latest generation. If we're up against Charizard, a deck that wants to go second, that uses Artisan, maybe just checking the deck real quick. They're having Manaphy. It's definitely not chien-pao, because chien-pao wants to be going first. And the things I could think about is another Lostina. It's Charizard. Okay, that's cool. That's fantastic. I wouldn't want it any other way, to be honest, because Charizard is not attacking on the first turn of the game. Maybe they even leave my Artisan alone. We can just gather the crew. And I see one tiny problem with this is that my hand is actually horrendous. So we will need to like get another Ralts and hope we draw into Kirlia or a supporter. Yeah, we need to like attach retreat, get the Basculin to gather the crew, and see how we go from there. Definitely in combination with Artisan, we can do a lot of stuff. The opponent can still use Ionos and all that good stuff. Try to prey after our Zoruas. We have 2 Zoroarks, but for that, we need some draw power. Lost Vacuum, they do decide to get rid of the Artisan with their own Artisan, funny enough. And it's gonna be an insta-charge. Okay. Scary. I expect a Charizard coming down very, very quickly. We do have a level ball. That's hilariously fantastic. I will retreat. Go with this. We can level ball. Find Kirlia for draw power. Get rid of the card we don't need, aka Jirachi. Maybe we do draw into a supporter or not. Let's go. It is not what we want. They could still Iono us, I suppose. We could evolve into a Zoroark for them to like hunt down the Zoroark with the boss. Instead of going after our Kirlia. We do have Super Rod, I don't mind this. We're gonna gather the crew. And we're gonna get ourselves Zorua and Ralts. Do we have another Kirlia in here? Yes, we do. Okay, what can we help? We need that grass type Pokemon, the Scovillain, and we need it in the discard pile. So, tricky scenario. Okay, Basculin has done his one-piece job. Come on board and bring along all your hopes and dreams. There is the Charizard. No, it's Pidgeot. Candy Pidgeot. We still have a Zoroark in hand, and I hope we just draw into like the cards we need to discard Scovillain or whatever it's called. We can also swing with a counter catcher. If we draw into counter catcher, we can also KO Pidgeot here with the Jolteon. If I were them, this Zoroark is just bait. They need to gust up the Zoroark. That's pretty much what it is. The cool thing is there's already Kirlia down, which means if we draw into Ultra Ball, we do have Buddy Catch of the Gallade, which is super dope. Infernal Rain, so the Zard has been established. Cool thing is we can also one-shot that. We have counter catches. We are gonna fall behind, and at one point we can also take 2 prize cards with the Slowbro. So there are possibilities in this scenario. They're retreating. Is it gonna be a boss's orders? It is a boss's orders. Please not Kirlia, please not Kirlia, please not Kirlia. Ah, it's Kirlia. Okay. Not what you want to be seen, right? At least our Kirlia, when the Kirlia is knocked out, we can transform Zoroark into that Kirlia. And then go from there. Let's see how it goes, though. Zoroark needs to transform into this. It's gonna be so tricky. The draw power needs to be legit, by the way. Let's see if it works. Another reversal is not what we need. We need to actually draw to counter catcher or something like a Gallade. Counter catcher. Yowza. Okay. Time to get rid of that Pidgeot, which is actually super annoying. We're also gonna slap down another Ralts. We're gonna transform into Jolteon. Reversal energy. Counter catcher, and boom, bada boom, the Pidgeot is gone. We do have Super Rod as well to draw into more Zoroark pieces, which actually will be super useful. So I'll use that as well. So Super Rod, this one, this one, this one. Get them all back in there. We don't have another attacker. We can still attack with Gallade, I suppose. Let's go, Jolteon! Get rid of that Pidgeot, which is probably gonna be Ionoing us most of the time. Whoop, whoop. We definitely will uptrade. We have the Gallade as well. We can fetch a supporter, go from there. Look at that go. So that counter catcher came in clutch. It's good that we already evolved in Zoroark and they bossed up the Kirlia, so that's actually interesting. Okay, we just need to take 2 more prize cards and wait for the Slowbro turn. But we need to set up Zoroark's, actually Zorua's ASAP. We can still swing with the Gallade, slapping a tiny little bit of damage. We can also gather the crew. We can gather the crew here. I think I will go for that strategy. Just get up some Zoruas and then deal with this Charizard in one shot with the Scovillain. 1 ability, 2 ability, 3 ability, 4 abilities. Hey, Scizor slapping 210 damage. That's broken. 210. Ridiculous. Okay. Other Pokemon, 210. Going to 250 with the Scizor. Can we get more? Can we get more? Okay. Lumineon. What are they gonna do here? A big old classic Iono. It's a boss. Going after the draw power once again. That's kind of clever. No, we had Gallade. How did they know? How did they know which Pokemon to go for? Cool thing is that Jolteon has free retreat, which is kind of... maybe we can get another counter catcher. That would be great. Counter catcher Lumania and boom. Ultra Ball. Yeah. We need to draw. That much is true. I will wait. I will just retreat, get some Zoruas, but we still don't have any other draw power. That's kind of scary. Okay, we will have to... This is so scary. We're gonna have to Ultra Ball. Get all of our good cards in the discard pile. Get a Kirlia. We have Super Rod, we have Miriam, we have Super Rod. Okay, we have 2 more reversal energies. Scizor is also pretty dope. Will they have another boss here? They currently have 3 cards in hand. I don't believe they have boss. We could still retreat, gather the crew and save this reversal energy. But there's Raihan in the list as well. And we still have Counter Catcher to knock some stuff out as well. I think we need to draw as much as we can. Scizor and Iono. Oh, let's go. Iono them. Get 4 cards. Yeah. Level Ball as well. Let's go. So, with that being said, we're gonna still gather the crew. We have Level Ball as well. So this time around, they're not gonna stop us from drawing cards. There's the Zinnia's Resolve, but this actually gets all the evolutions at once. Interesting. We don't need the evolutions, I suppose, because we need reversal energy. And we don't have that currently. So I think I'll Refinement the Arizu. Okay, Slowbro and all that stuff. That's fine, I suppose. Gather the crew. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. So either way, we need to get this fella with a reversal, or we need to get Counter Catcher. So that's a couple of outs. Couple of outs. Where there's hope, there's a way. And this time around, they cannot go after the Kirlias, which is great. They could have boss, I suppose, but without Pidgeot, it's like YOLO behavior with already 2 boss in the discard pile. The only thing we need is like 2 prize cards and then we can Slowbro our way to victory. We have Zoroark, we have a free retreat pivot in the form of Jolteon if they're not going after that. Unfortunately, our Gallade saw the discard pile, but we already have a supporter right here. We're going to be drawing so many cards. We need an Ultra Ball. Yeah, we need an Ultra Ball to fetch the Scovillain. Okay. Or Counter Catcher, whatever suits us best. Preferably Counter Catcher. That's actually a little bit easier. Ultra Ball already. That's insane. That's kind of insane. Yeah. Artisan, using the Artisan. Do we need anything else? Another Zorua just in case? Yeah, just in case. Get this guy set up. Refinement. Get rid of the Slowbro. That's kind of scary, yeah? Isn't it? Oh, we have this guy as well already. Dang. We don't have the energy quite yet, though. Don't have the energy quite yet. Energy! Perfect. Okay, we go for Zoro. Don't have Counter Catcher quite yet, though. Zinnia's Resolve. Good drawn to Counter Catcher as well. I think I'll Zinnia's Resolve. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Draw lots of cards. Zoroark. Transforming into the Scovillain. Let's go. We are still behind. We are still behind in prizes. So let's equip this here. Retreating into Scovillain. Going for an Ultra Ball. Get rid of this. Get rid of that. Getting Zoroark set up. Zoroark. They could go after the Zoroark, but we have another one. It's fine. Super Spicy Breath. They have like only 1 boss remaining. So Charizard, super easy, big 330 HP Pokemon going down. 201 prize measly Pokemon. That's how lovely the Zoroark deck is. So you do see a little bit of an understanding of how the deck functions with all the different kind of attackers, and we love to see it that way. So we have all the time in the world. They can take 2 prize cards and still lose the game because we have Counter Catcher Jolteon. They could lose the game because they're going down to 1 prize card when we turn into a Slowbro. They could still lose the game because they're taking 2 prize cards and we attack them with anything that Zoroark transforms into. We can still transform into Scizor and slap for 1, 2, 3, 4 ability Pokemon. 4 ability Pokemon when they have the Zard, it's 5. That's just Charmeleon. Level Ball. We definitely do not go down to 1 prize card or your reversal energies do no longer work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Pokemon with abilities. 260 with the Scizor. That's crazy. We're just gonna draw everything that we don't need. This also can get trapped, I suppose, but we can transform to Gallade. Yeah, they're just drawing cards. They cannot boss twice because they only have 2 more boss. They could Counter Catcher, I suppose. Yeah, we currently don't need any of these cards. Refinement. We could also get rid of the double turbo. I'm not gonna get rid of the double turbo. This is actually pretty tricky. Iono's not gonna get us any more cards, but they will slow the opponent down. Alright, get this. Then a Super Rod can also get back our Fellas, but most importantly Gallade when we get Iono'd. Your opponent's Pokemon is now burned. That's crazy. Super Rod, we're gonna get back Gallade. And the Zorua line. Let's get these back. We will Ultra Ball, get rid of this, get rid of that. Get the Gallade set up. We could still play Iono, by the way. Iono time! We have the Raihan, don't need the Raihan currently. Can already, I know in the bottom of the deck there are cards that I don't need, so I'll go for just Refinement here. There's the Counter Catcher, so we are just waiting to die, I suppose. Miriam is not bad either. As we have Scizor and energies. We can do Scizor twice or just wait. We just have to wait. What is this? Yeah, no, we're just gonna end the turn, not do anything. Energies there. Yeah, that's pretty much what you do here. Wait until the opponent does something. When the Zard is out, they can take a KO, but they cannot do it twice. We need to wait until all the reversal energies are ready to go. Mysterious Tail. How mysterious. The mystery still revolves around Zoroark. Like, you have to know when to not attack. They can now Counter Catcher up a Zoroark. But then we Miriam, get the Zoroark back, and then we just try to stall. They could still stall us out, I suppose. Depends on what they do. The only thing that can knock us out is like, they could still knock us out with a Radiant Charizard. Arven. They have so many cards left in the deck that I don't think we can outplay them. Yeah, I don't think we can outplay them. And we need to save our reversal energy. We just have to wait for the turn. Miriam there. 2 Super Rods played already. That's kind of nasty. We do have a lot of Ionos as well. So it's going to be the stall mate for Sealstone. Can also try and knock out the Mew with the... Okay, they go Counter Catcher onto onto Kirlia. And try and trap us that way. Or just trying to Iono on top of that. And then hope we do not find what we need. We have Raihan to instantly find what we need. So there's that. We have Miriam as well. Okay. What are they gonna do? We have Iono, so... Just need to make sure the timer is... Yeah, they're using Mysterious Tail. The timer is lower on their side than on our side, then we automatically win. There's a Super Rod as well, which can buy themselves a little bit of time. 18 seconds. We just need to end turn, and use Slowbro. Or use Counter Catcher and the Jolteon to knock out the Lumineon, or transform into Kleavor, knocking out Rotom, transform into Scovillain, knocking out Charizard. So many capabilities. Their timer is lower than ours, so that means we automatically win. There's no other way they can get away with the dub here. Okay, just chilling out. So, and a lot of times, Zoroark could also actually be a deck that you can tie with a lot. What are they going for? Trying to knock out Kirlia. They could try and Lost Zone Scovillain. Then we're forced to use Counter Catcher, and maybe we do not find Counter Catcher in time. That could be their understanding. With that being said, I'll try to set up like another Kirlia here when I can with Miriam, because I see it right now. They will go on the offensive, trying to knock out the Mew. Actually, the Kirlia here. We could still not rely on Counter Catcher, unfortunately. Raihan also gets his Counter Catcher, by the way. What are they gonna do? One card remaining. They're gonna go on the offensive with Radiant Charizard. This guy is stuck for a turn, by the way. We have taken 4 prize cards. You can do your bidding. Come on. Show us what you're made of. Combustion Blast. Are you coming? What is going on? Yeah, it is Combustion Blast. We currently are not able to do anything. So we need to set ourselves up with another Kirlia right there. Pokemon and discard about 2 Ralts. I think I'll Miriam, get back Ralts, Kirlia, I guess. These are like all draw power cards. Get them there. We use Artisan. Get Kirlia set up. Actually, get Ralts set up. And then retreat. Because Counter Catcher works as well as Scovillain. So I'll just retreat into this. They could Lost Zone this, which is actually pretty tricky. We could go into this. Go for the Slowbro play as well. So I think I'll just chillax with this. Can also still transform into Scizor, so I'll just end the turn. And then it's up to them to do some muckus. We will set up a Kirlia. We will not get Iono'd. There's a collapsed stadium, alright. That means we can get rid of the Scovillain, which cannot get Lost Zoned, which is super important. They can still Iono us, but then we need Counter Catcher. Depends on like what they do now. I don't mind Jolteon getting into the Lost Zone. One, two, three, four, 5 Pokemon abilities. Scizor can wreck the field here. Insta Charge. Man. Kirlia. And the turn. 17 cards in deck. We still have Ionos. 17. They need to like think really cleverly now, because if they knock something out, we get the dub with the Slowbro. They keep on insta charging here. We can no longer Counter Catcher. And they have 9 cards. I think they're gonna try and find... Did they have another boss's orders there? keep on like attaching cards. If they want to like go for that strategy, they keep on drawing cards, which is good. But they have more cards still remaining than us, which is kind of annoying. Could go for the offensive, but we will never be able to use reversal energy that way, so there's also things that could go wrong. We are not playing Balsa's Order, so we need to take a 2-prizer down. 9 cards left in their deck. Now that's pretty funny. They're just ending the turn. We have Scizors, but if we knock out Radiant Zard, we lose. We can still use... Yeah, we can also not use linear attack here. There's like nothing we currently can do. You're gonna try and deck us out. Ah, this is so silly. Silly situation. Double Turbo Energy. Double Turbo Energy. Can we get something done here? We can KO Radiant Zard, but we cannot KO a Zard. That's the problem. That is the main problem. Yeah. If we had one Balsasaurus, it would be so much easier, but I don't see a way where... Like... Maybe I should have used Miriam for more cards. The opponent just doesn't fall in my trap, and that's the thing with Zoroark. People can just... they just keep on insta-charging. What are we going for? What are they looking for? Insta-charging themselves. This is a crazy situation. We have Counter Catcher and we have Reversal and all that good stuff, but we're not able to use it to our benefit. We can slap with Scizor, but then we lose because we then cannot take down Zard. Is there a way? What are they gonna do? We have one more Iono. They are cutting down some of their cards. That's insane. How many Ionos did they use already? 0. What is going on? Cutting cards in their deck. We have in total 13. They have in total 18. We don't have a way to snipe because Manaphy's around as well. Yeah, this is just stallmating, right? I cannot use Slowbro when they are not at 1 prize card. Yeah, don't see a way. And maybe they have to misplay again by playing some more Ultra Ball. Maybe they were checking real quick if they have more Ionos than us. But we currently have less cards in our deck than the opponent, so I don't think we can get the dub here. Even though it does sound easy to like swing for damage. We can definitely knock out Zara with a Scizor or something, but then Charizard attacks us and we have no way to gust around it because we went for the 2-2-2. Reversal energy also not making any sense currently. So the opponent really knows what they're doing. That's the downfall of Zoroark. If the opponent knows exactly not to like fall behind and they're gonna mill us. They will mill us. 8 cards left in their deck. And we will never deck them out because they keep on passing, right? We can try and make sure the opponent doesn't make a mistake. Actually does make a mistake, but I don't know. I don't think they will. Okay. Yeah, they're just gonna deck us out. That's so silly. Yeah, we can Iono again and maybe the opponent just said like, no, I've had it. 18 cards, 12 cards, yeah, it's not working out. There's like 4 cards too many in the opponent's deck, or actually 5 in total. Insta-charge? Why are they always insta-charging in this scenario? Please, insta-charge one more time. No, they're not doing it. So I think this will be a loss, unfortunately. So hopefully you guys still enjoyed the video of Zoroark. If you did, let me know by rocking the hell out of the like button. Helps out in many ways. Go check out our supporters as well. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for some brand new Pokemon TCG content. Zoroark is actually kind of fun. You see the strategy with the deck, but people can play around it as you can see. Peace out.